Welcome back to our channel, where we share emotional and inspiring life stories that touch the heart and remind us of what truly matters in life. Today, I want to invite you into a story that might seem quiet at first, but the silence it carries is heavier than words. This is the story of a house where voices once filled the air, but neglect turned it into a silent echo. A story of family, love, absence, and the cost we pay when we let our bonds wither away. Stay with me until the end, because this story carries a powerful message about healing, connection, and never taking those we love for granted. Once upon a time, in a quiet suburban neighborhood, stood a house that looked just like the others. But for those who knew, this house was different. It was known as the Silent House by neighbors, because rarely did they hear laughter, conversation, or the sound of togetherness echoing from inside. Inside lived an elderly woman named Margaret. She had once been a vibrant mother, raising 3 children, James, Sarah, and Michael. Her home had been full of warmth, music, and the smell of freshly baked bread. Birthdays were celebrated with joy, Christmases with laughter, and Sunday dinners brought everyone around the table. But as time passed, life pulled her children in different directions. James built a career far away, Sarah became consumed by her busy family life, and Michael lost himself in his own struggles. The calls became less frequent, the visits almost rare, and slowly, silence settled in. Margaret never complained. She would sit by the window, knitting scarves she hoped her children might one day wear. She would prepare extra portions of food, just in case someone came by. Her neighbors often noticed her lights burning late into the night, as though she was waiting for something, or someone, that never came. The cost of neglect is not always seen in dramatic gestures. It's in the little moments, the birthdays missed, the conversations never had, the hugs left undone. Margaret's health began to fail, but even then, she rarely reached out. Perhaps pride, perhaps the fear of being a burden. She quietly carried her loneliness like an invisible weight. One autumn evening, a neighbor named Thomas found her fainted near her front porch. He called an ambulance, and Margaret was taken to the hospital. That night, for the first time in years, her children gathered again in the same room. But not around the dinner table, around her hospital bed. Seeing her frail body, tubes and monitors surrounding her, guilt washed over them like a tidal wave. They realized how much they had let slip away, how silence had replaced love simply because they allowed it. Margaret's recovery was slow but steady, and in that fragile moment, something changed. James began visiting every weekend. Sarah brought her children more often, filling the house with laughter again. Michael, after years of distance, finally opened up about his struggles and found comfort in reconnecting with his mother. The silent house slowly came alive once more. The clinking of dishes, the voices of children, the warmth of conversations, sounds that had been absent for far too long returned. It was not perfect, and time lost could never fully be recovered, but healing had begun. This story is not just about Margaret. It's about the silent houses everywhere, homes that once carried joy, now echoing with loneliness because of neglect. The greatest cost of neglect is not measured in money, but in missed moments, broken connections, and regrets that come too late. Life lesson: don't let silence grow where love should live. Call your parents, visit your grandparents, hug your children tighter, because time waits for no one, and the love you choose to give today can prevent a house from becoming silent tomorrow. Thank you for staying with me through this heartfelt story. If it touched you, take a moment to reach out to someone you love today. A simple call, a visit, or even a hug can mean the world. Don't let the people who mean everything to you become memories filled with regret. If you found value in this story, please like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories that remind us of the beauty and fragility of life. See you in the next video.